I'm Eliza. I'm a recent graduate of AUP from the class of 2024, and now I'm working for AUP Admissions.
My name is Andrew Callahan. I'm also a recent graduate of AUP, and I now also work for the admissions department as a counselor. I think the best thing about AUP is the community and the friends that you'll make here. You meet a lot of unique individuals, and through that, you just get a lot of fun stories and you get a lot of fun interactions. I think that's one of the best things from AUP is having an international friend group that also it has a common touch point that is AUP together.
The best thing about AUP for me was the professors and the relationships that I was able to build when I first came into AUP. I had no idea what I wanted to study, what I wanted to do. I was at the start of a new life path after switching careers up a little bit. And my professors really helped me find exactly what I wanted to pursue.
Being in an AUP classroom is a very unique experience. One of the drawing points of the university is that it is a very small university, and that translates to the classroom sizes. The biggest class I ever had was about 15, 16 students. It's very nice because you get to know everybody within your class and by extension within your program very easily. You also develop a strong bond with the professors or outside lecturers who are in that class or that program.
The AUP classroom is not also always the AUP classroom. Sometimes the AUP classroom is the banks of the Seine. Sometimes it's the Musée d'Orsay. Sometimes it's just walking around Paris. It's experiential, it's dynamic, and yeah, it's always fun. While you're at AUP, you absolutely have the flexibility to change your majors and your minors as you wish. So if you come in thinking you want to be a journalism major, but then you realize actually you love history, you're absolutely welcome to make that change. It's not like the classes you will have taken up until then in line for your journalism major will be of waste. They'll become your electives for your new major. So that's a big part of the liberal arts curriculum, having this flexibility and the ability to change your majors and your minors until you find something that's the right path for you.
Students also have the ability to double stack majors or minors as they choose. So using the example of journalism, if you came in as a journalism student and halfway through realized you also really loved fashion, you could double major in fashion studies and journalism and then pursue a career in fashion journalism post-AUP.
Students do internships while they're at AUP. It's very common to do both during the semesters and also over the summer. There's a lot of support for finding internships if that's something you want to do. We have the Academic Career and Experiential Advising Center, who's always there to help, as well as professors who are willing to help you find the internship that's right for you.
During my time at AUP, I did 2 internships. Internships are not always required for your degree, and in some cases they may be optional or supplemental. It really depends on the program as well as which you decide to do.
After graduating from AUP, students take many different paths. Some students choose to continue their education and to go to graduate school, sometimes in the US, sometimes abroad. Other students choose to go directly into the workforce, either working an internship or continuing as a full-time job. And other students take the time to explore their life. Some students will travel a bit. Every student makes their own path post-graduation, and I think that's something that's very common at AUP, to allow students to find their own path. And some students, like us, continue on and work at AUP. During your first year, all incoming students live in AUP housing, which is a great opportunity to meet students right away and also help ease the transition into university life. Then for the next 3 years of your AUP experience, students are housed on their own in apartments throughout the city of Paris. Most students tend to live with roommates or flatmates, and they get to choose what neighborhood they want to live in.
We have the AUP residences, and this is solely for AUP students. Everyone who lives in that building is an AUP student, and you'll also have at least one current AUP student who is serving as your resident advisor. The second form of housing for incoming students is called a partner residence, and while they are not exclusive to AUP, they are exclusive to international students studying in Paris, so it's a great way to meet international students beyond AUP's campus. After the confirmation deadline of May 1st, students will receive an email with a form to submit their housing preferences. This form highlights whether you would like to live in a studio apartment, flat with roommates, how many roommates, and what type of roommates you would like. They do match up personalities the best they can. Then you want to be with a roommate that you like versus one that you might not get along with so well. Students can apply for financial aid in two different ways. Number one, it's the merit-based aid where you're automatically considered for it when you submit your application to AUP. Your essay will be read by our team and you'll be considered for all the merit-based aid that way. There's a separate category of financial aid called need-based financial aid, in which during your application, there will be a separate box that you check and a separate application that you fill out and submit to the admissions team, which will then be forwarded to our financial aid team for review.
A lot of students have jobs while they're here at AUP. Sometimes those jobs take place on campus. For instance, you can be a tutor in our tutoring center. Some other students choose to work in the Amex Cafe, our on-campus cafe. It's a great way to get to know people. And some other students choose to go outside of AUP to find jobs. They'll be English tutors or nannies, work in a bar, work in a restaurant. It's very common to work a job while at AUP, and it's doable to manage the time commitments of both.
You do not need to know French at all before you come to AUP. It helps if you know French a little bit just to navigate around the city, but you do not need to know French at all. All of our classes are taught here in English, and students are required to take 2 semesters of French. And that level of French gets you the very basics of how to introduce yourself, how to order something at a restaurant or a cafe, how to ask where something is in a grocery store, or directions. But upon arriving to AUP, you do not need to speak any French at all.
When I first came to AUP, I didn't speak a word of French. I knew bonjour, and that was it. So if you don't speak French yet, you will learn it while you're at AUP. And if you're a native French speaker, then welcome and come join us.
On y va.
On y va. The AUP experience gives you so many unique and individual opportunities to find your path and to make it your own. So for instance, when I was at AUP, I was able to take advantage of so many incredible opportunities that I never thought I would. I was able to go do field work in Australia. I was able to research Comté cheese in Comté, France. So the AUP experience gives you moments beyond your wildest imagination.
The campus is a safe place to kind of experiment within the AUP walls and try things that you ordinarily would not do. Coming into AUP, I was a quiet kid from high school, and I definitely tried clubs and groups on campuses that I would not have elsewhere. And I think AUP, being the small community that it is, where you can interact with lots of people, get to know lots of people, it is very easy to try different things that you can then develop those skills and take those to your life post AUP, wherever it may take you.